All right. Bueno, yo los voy a presentar porque yo sí hablo mejor en español. Bueno, buenas noches a todos. Bienvenidos a
Good
otro
evening
Mentor
to
Factory, jueves de
everybody.
Mentor Factory.
Welcome to
No
another
tienes que
event.
traducirlo en inglés. Si vas a hablar en inglés, Silvia, si hablas en inglés, automáticamente el sistema te va a cambiar al grupo de inglés. Si hablas en español, se va a escuchar en el otro lado. Esto es como Smart. Si tú hablas en inglés, se escucha acá. Si hablas en español, se escucha allá. ¿Ok? All right. Pues estas dos personas son una pareja dinámica que están teniendo resultados en tiempo récord. En menos de un año han roto todos los récords que han habido dentro de la empresa, porque tras que eso han salido varios meses top recruiter que han reclutado muchísima gente en su equipo. Ya tienen un equipo de más de 400 personas activos en un poquito de tiempo. Y lo que le falta por hacer. Han salido top income earners, están en el club del consular decision, están parte del equipo de decisiones de la empresa donde ellos se encuentran porque han hecho el trabajo que tienen que hacer. Y hoy nos van a hablar de un tema sumamente importante que va a poder cambiar tu vida, tu transcurso en tu historia de tu negocio. Y vas a poder tener los resultados que tú buscas si quieres aprender a cómo mercadearte en las redes sociales. Y qué mejor que ellos, que son unos expertos. Para mí es un placer. Ellos son como familia porque desde que empezamos a compartir. Los conocí en un viaje allá en Massachusetts, donde los conocí por primera vez. Para mí me impactaron muchísimo. De ahí hemos seguido en comunicación siempre. Los posts que ellos ponen, siempre estamos respondiendo a todo eso. Y son unas personas que me han inspirado mucho a mí también y que he aprendido muchísimo de ellos. Así sin más preámbulos, uh, los quiero dejar con Raysa and Rob Santiago, que están aquí para darle con todo esto. Así que es all yours.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you,
you so
Papa.
much.
We appreciate
Put some
everybody.
fire in the chat for William for putting this together, guys. Put some fire in the chat. William, we appreciate you. We look up to you. We thank you for always supporting.
Agradecemos por todo el soporte que nos ha dado desde el principio. Cuando nosotros no sabíamos exactamente lo que hacíamos, usted siempre estaba cerca de nosotros. Usted fue a Massachusetts a abrir un mercado con nosotros sin siquiera conocernos para poder crear juntos. Nosotros estamos muy agradecidos por ver algo.
It's gonna kill it. When you guys really go all in, you guys are gonna kill it. So to introduce myself, my name is Raysa Santiago. This is my husband, Rob Santiago. And prior to coming into Power, we did run a major sales organization in network marketing. So we had about 4 or 5 years experience in sales, however, zero experience in solar. In that business, we did really well. We were multiple six-figure earners, top leaders in that company. We had over 5,000 people on our team nationwide with markets all over the nation, living in Florida, but having huge markets all over. So when we saw the Power Platform, we really understood the opportunity that was in front of us when it comes to team building. Obviously, there's a huge opportunity. I think everybody's starting to see that now, which I'm super excited about. But we saw it from the very beginning when we were able to see the compensation plan and what it can do. And so again, it took mentors to motivate us to really, we really started where I've been in since May of 2021. But I really went right. We all have a start date and then we have a real launch date, right? I think all of us have like a day we start and a day we actually make a decision. And that day for us was June of 2022. I remember looking at Rob and saying, let's go all in. William keeps telling us to go all in. Yeah. So, let's just do it. And we did that. And we've had a ton of success really fast. And the reason we've been able to do that is through social media, obviously through the connections that we made through our other business, but more importantly, how to connect with people on social media. And, that's one of the things that everyone always tells us, like William, our mentors, like, you guys are so great on social media. Like, what do you guys do? Do you have people managing it for you? And we really don't, we really manage our social medias ourselves. We love to be genuine in our conversations on social media. We like people to know that it's us. And I think that, you know, it does take a little bit more work, but it's definitely more impactful. But we want to give you guys some tips today on social media and recruiting. So if you're excited about learning a little bit more about social media and how to recruit, right? How to build a big team, but more importantly, how to really build your brand on social media, go ahead and type a 1 in the chat. Let me see who's awake right now, right? It's a little bit late on the East Coast. It's 9 o'clock, so I hope you guys are up. But it's a perfect time to wind down and really take in this information. So I'm super excited. I'm going to share my screen here in a second. You have anything to say? You want to say hi to everybody?
Yeah, she lets me speak sometimes.
I let him talk sometimes.
So just, you know, the reason why you want to recruit, you know, the reason why you want a team build. That I know when we came into this company, not a lot of people were in a team building or recruiting mindset. And you know, they were more on self-production and just selling solar, which again, we are new to solar, but we're not new to team building. And they taught us, you know, in our prior company, if you want to build big, if you want to make big income, who wants to make 100,000 a month, right? Put a 1 in the chat for that. Who wants to make the type of income like William in this business, right? Those are the type. In order to make that type of income, you have to do it with the team, right? There's only so much work that you can do on your own. And another thing is just being consistently having that mindset to build, having that mindset to recruit, and staying on social media consistently. When me and Raysa come on to these trainings and we say that we had a team of 5,000 people plus, that didn't happen overnight. It happened over nights. Muchas noches, right? a lot of nights. Consistency. So what we're showing you and what we will show you is something that we've been consistently doing for the last 5 years. So when we came into this business new, because we know in our prior company, when people came in and they did really well in the beginning, we were like, how did they do that? You know, how did they climb so fast? How did they make so much money so quick when I'm struggling and I'm trying to learn this industry? So understand that when we came into power, we already had experience. We have 5 years of social media branding and communicating with people and leads, and to lead to where we are now, to now having a team of 500 people. We just hit 500 agents.
Hit 500 people.
Yeah, shout out to the whole team. Yeah, for the whole family. But now we're a team of 500. And we started in this industry with 0 too. You know, I was Raysa's first recruit. I'm the first.
This was my first recruit, guys. Yeah. I did good.
She didn't find me on social media. But I wanted to say that first. You have to have a mindset for it. And just stay consistent. Even if you don't have a team right now, tell yourself, you know, your subconscious, I'm going to grow a team. I'm going to grow a big team. I want 100 agents on my team. I want 1,000 agents on my team. You want to start building that, because the more people you have on your team, the greater income you can create. And then real freedom.
And the more impact.
The real freedom that you can create. Because if you're the only one that's working, that means the business lives off you. So if you don't
va a ser bajo si ustedes no trabajan, no hace dinero. Ustedes tienen que crear un recruit para que ustedes puedan tener más libertad del trabajo, y así es como ustedes pueden empezar.
Yes, I like that. Good. You did that. Yes, because we want to talk about why, because I think, you know, that's one of the biggest things, like, why should I recruit? So thank you for touching on that. So now we're really going to get into some of the tips. So first of all, social media, right? There's a lot of platforms when it comes to social media. So much opportunity. We were just seeing how, you know, back in the day, you know, we didn't have these opportunities. We've had so many conversations about it. But what are the platforms that you have available to you? And, you know, YouTube, you know, Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, WhatsApp. I mean, there's probably some on here, you know, TikTok, I don't know, some that I don't even have on here. But really, what I always say when it comes to this is pick a platform, you know, and really try to have the most success on there. For instance, I post everything I post on Facebook, on Instagram simultaneously. However, I get so many more leads, so much more engagement on Facebook. So Facebook is my personal platform. While other people and other companies and other businesses, Instagram may be their platform or TikTok may be their platform. So whatever platform is for you, just pick it and really stay consistent with building that platform. So that would be my first word of advice is, what is your platform? Where do you want to grow? Where do you see the most activity? Pick one and focus on it and do it with consistency. So that's, you know, that's just an extra bonus tip. So when we talk about building a business, you know, we really need to start looking at what social media can do for your business. And if you look at it, you know, back in the day when we did, well, still to this day, right? I don't know, they probably do digital resumes now, right? But back in the day, you know, you would have a resume, you type it up, and that's really what told people about you. And so when you look at when you look at your social media profile, a profile is a place on your social media where you can share information about yourself, your interests, who are you, you know, what makes you you, photos, videos, you know, where you live, your current city and hometown. And also profiles is also a place where, you know, we connect to others. You can turn your Facebook page into a fan page or professional mode. There's so many different modes. So, you know, learning a little bit about that is definitely going to benefit you. But more importantly is your profile is your resume. You know, the biggest mistake I see business professionals make, and again, this is something, you know, take notes on this and just rate yourself on each of these categories and each of these tips. If I were to go to your profile right now, is your profile professional? And what that means is, do you have a picture of yourself that is in a professional format, you know, a headshot or professional photos, professionally done? This is so important. I know a lot of people don't think that it is, but trust me, it really is. Doesn't cost much to get some headshots, doesn't cost much to get a photo shoot. I remember doing my first photo shoot in my living room. I paid someone $60, but it was a lot better than, and honestly, you know, iPhones are great nowadays. You could take some really good photos. But again, having that professionalism, because remember, you wanna be able to not only look professional, but you want people to go on your page immediately and know exactly what you do. So for instance, your profile is, this is what I see. Your profile is not professional and it does not look like you sell solar at all. Like you're sharing, you know, other people's posts, things like that. Or there, it just says nothing about solar. Your bio doesn't speak to me as what it is that you do and what you're passionate about. So that's number one. Your profile pic is not you, or it's not professional. It may be you and your kids, you and your husband, you know, it may be your cat, your dog. I don't know. It may be a flag, you know, and when you do that, it doesn't scream professionalism, you know, so it really, you know, and that's one of the things that I see, one of the biggest mistakes, and where I start foundationally helping my team grow is always through social media. And then cover photos not updated to relate to the solar industry, or to show that you have an opportunity, that you know, you guys have to really look at power. You know, this is gold. We found treasure, right? And if we find treasure, then we want to share it with everyone. But more importantly, we want to pique interest on what that treasure is. So you guys can see examples of our profile pages on here. As soon as you go on my profile page, you'll see, you know, you'll see solar panels, you'll see our logo, you'll see a professional photo. But more importantly, as soon as you go on my page, in my bio, it says preparing you for a future powered by the sun, for income opportunities, text income too. So I'm already giving people direction. I'm already showing, as soon as you go on my page, you know, there's an income opportunity, there's a phone number where you can contact me at. There's a way to let me know that you're interested in additional income. And hey, she looks professional and I know it has to do something with solar. So you're kind of like not giving everything, but you're giving a little bit. And as you can see, Rob does the same thing. I think you have yours on professional mode, right?
Yeah, mine is on professional mode now. And the difference between the professional mode, first of all, another tip I could throw, stay with your personal profile in the beginning.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
You know,
a lot of people think that they need to change their existing.
Don't do that in the beginning. Yeah. That's a big mistake that I see people make, that they're like, oh, I started Power, so I'm gonna ignore my whole personal profile and let me go start fresh in a brand new page with brand new pictures and brand new friends. No, you don't want to do that. Stay to your personal page and let everyone on your personal page see you transform into that professional. See you, change your profile pic with a power logo in the background, change your bio, and start adding to that resume so people start to see you. Because every step that you take to make your social media more professional and more towards business, people are seeing that.
Yeah.
So when that profile pictures change, when the cover pictures change, when you put your real name instead of La Chamaquita or this or that, whatever it is, now you put your real name on there, right? and then family and like Raysa did a bio. As soon as you come to her page, the first thing you look at is already giving you a call to action or some type of instruction.
That's what it's called.
So yeah, call to action with a phone number and income and so on. So other than that, that's a good tip to just stay with your personal till you've built up so much credibility on your personal page that now you can go open a business page and people would support it.
And more importantly, just to wrap that one up, is let people see your growth.
Let them see you grow.
That's it. Like, I just, I haven't erased anything from back in the day. I mean, if you went 6 years back into some of my, maybe I hid some of them, right? But I really didn't, I had people see me grow and see this transition and see you go from a caterpillar to a butterfly. You want that, because then people are like, man, she's really serious. She's really changed her life. If she's done it, can she help me do it? If they've done it, can they help me do that in the right direction as well? So that's to wrap that one up. Tip number 2 is going to be social media and the about me info. One of the biggest mistakes that I see in this entire industry is that the first thing people do is they go on Facebook and they change their workplace and they put power. That's the first thing they do, is they go in there, they say, oh, well, let me change, my employment to power. You don't want to do that. And I know that it sounds kind of like, yeah, but against what they tell you, but this eliminates curiosity. All right, you want people to ask you questions, not to Google the company and decide whether they want to do business with you through a Google or what they saw about power, or worse, or go to someone else in power and say, hey, my cousin is in that same company, let me go to them instead. So this is huge. One of the reasons why we don't really put a lot of power stuff out there. Yeah, we have the shirts, the hats and things like that, but we're not putting our links, which we're going to talk about. But this one's big. So if you've done that, my personal recommendation would be take that off. The more cleaned up this is. So I've also seen worked at T-Mobile, worked at Mass Mutual, worked that. And so it's like, it's too confusing for your audience. When they come on your page, that's the first thing they see. They see your name, they see your bio, and then they're automatically seeing where you live, are you in a relationship, and where do you work. So the cleaner that looks, the better it's going to be. So that's just a tip out there.
Quick too. Like she said, you got multiple, on a resume, that looks good, right? When you got multiple workplaces. For me as a business professional, and I've seen that you got 30
Not
different.
If it's different.
Yeah, if it's different, but like right now, if I see all these different kind of things, I'm like, you're not committed to one. Like you leave more, less is more, right? Keep it simple, like literally name, where you're from, if you married, right, and so on. Keep it very simple.
Yeah, don't take away the married.
Yeah, don't take away the married, right? You get trouble. But everything else, just keep it very simple. Don't do too much on it. Curiosity brings people in. If you give them too much, they go on their own. So
yeah, good info. You guys getting good info so far? Let me see. Let's see some ones in the chat if you guys are getting good information.
We're going too fast, they said.
Oh yeah, I see that. Good. You guys learning some stuff? Okay. Perfect. All right, so let's talk about social media stories. Number 3 is to stop selling and start telling a story. Oftentimes we see people, just posting about solar and just, hey, save 50%, all of the great things, obviously, that our industry provides. However, people go to social media to be what? Social. They go there to see, you know, what is she doing? What is he doing? What are they up to? Who are they with? Where did they go to eat? Right? That kind of stuff.
Yeah.
They don't come on social media to be sold. And so stories really are a way of doing that in a different format. So not being spammy, not showing, you know, not being kind of like a sales billboard. So what kind of stories can you share? Example, testimonials on products, savings, and services. So as you can see here on the screen, I have a perfect example of, you know, me and one of my mentees. We helped 3 people go solar in the same day in the span of 4 hours, right? And so how do we voice that on our pages in a way that it attracts people? It attracts not only sellers for obviously recruiting, but also some homeowners may be looking at this as well. So sharing, hey, these three people, you know, we couldn't be more thrilled for these families. They're having a positive impact on the environment. Who's next to join the solar revolution, right? So telling stories, also, so not only testimonials on products and services and what we provide and the savings, which is important, the incentives, you know, things like that, just to give you guys examples, but also top leaders, you know, top income earners in your company. There was a ton of stories. How many of you guys were on the convention this weekend, you know, this past weekend, virtual Power World convention? How many success stories did you guys get from that, right?
Yeah.
And if you didn't, then next time pay a little bit more attention. Take a screenshot of who is presenting and take that, like for instance, when William was up, you know, or when Edgardo was up, or example, when what was his name? Larry got his jacket being part of the Millionaire Club this year, right? So taking a picture of that and going on social media, say, man, super excited to be part of this movement, was able to see, you know, another 7-figure earner on our platform. So those stories is what's going to bring people to because people nosy.
Yeah.
People nosy. They're like, oh, okay, they're going to read it, right? But more importantly, you're already telling them a story without selling them. So that's an example of what we do all the time. We kind of take things from other leaders and continue and post that on our social media. You could put that on your stories, right? But also on your as a post. You can also inbox that to people and message those stories. So let's say you've been talking to a few people about joining your team and they haven't yet. This can be a way to follow up. Hey, look, just wanted to share with you, you know, this is a new 7-figure earner on our platform. Super excited. Can't wait for you to get excited. When are you going to be when are you thinking about joining our team? So it could be a way to transition that all together. So what you're doing is selling the problem by sharing the ones that you've solved, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then borrowing stories from others. You know, and also what are your top leaders posting? What is William posting every day? You know, what are the top leaders in power? Go look on the leaderboard.
Mm-hmm.
And who is the top 10 people, and how can you follow them on social media so you can see exactly what they're doing and duplicate that. You know, one thing we always say, it's okay to copy. It's okay to be a copycat if you copy the right cat. And that's always been something that our mentors told us in the past as well. And can you share with them about how you interact through stories?
Yeah. Is it on here on one of the slides? I think it is.
Oh yeah.
One thing I wanted to mention before we switch to the next one.
Okay.
Be careful with your terminology. Your vocabulary is very important when you're posting. Eliminate I and add we. You know, instead of I'm excited about it. No, we're excited. Like, you're a part of Power. You have to assume if you don't have a team, you have to make it seem like you already have a big team. Like, have people assuming that, that Carlos, who's on here, has already big team. Like, you're like, if you see Raysa's post, it says we helped 3 families go solar yesterday. It wasn't I helped 3 families go solar. So when you hear that, it may seem like something very small, but if you see a lot of I did this, I did that, a lot of people don't want to join someone who's all about themselves. That's why you don't want to sell. You want to tell stories, because when we tell stories about William, when we tell stories about Edgardo and Luigi and all these top leaders, we're taking ourselves out of the way.
Yes.
And we're using the leadership and the stories of our agents and our clients who've went solar So when you're posting out there, again, don't be spammy. Don't be a billboard for solar. If you do it right in marketing, they already know you sell solar, right? You don't have to tell them. They already know if you do it correctly. All you have to do is show them how you're winning in solar. So because they want to join someone who's winning. So
yeah, good info. The next tip is going to be lifestyle. So when we join direct sales in the network marketing industry, we realized, yes, we're selling a product and a service, but we were selling the lifestyle. We were selling being free from the 9 to 5, right? Being free from having a boss, being free from having to ask for vacations. We were selling that. And so as our journeys transition and we walked away from our 9 to 5, obviously it allowed us more freedom. It allowed us to work from anywhere. It allowed us to travel. So, even if you're still working right now, you can still post lifestyle. Perfect example. You guys are on training right now at 9 o'clock at night. While everyone else is probably watching Netflix, you guys are here working on your business. So congratulations for that, right? But these are the kind of things that you want to post on your social media. This right here, you want to post on, training, with my team, being an entrepreneur, learning more of my business, learning more of my craft. So this becomes lifestyle now. Because people are wondering, like, what team, what is he doing? Or you can share, I'm on a training with 60 people at 9 p.m. learning how to build my business, So these are kind of things. Also, for a lot of the women.
También para las mujeres que están acá, ahí afuera, que tienen hijos, pongan fotos de niños cuando están en su computadora. Por ejemplo, ahorita mi esposo me tomó una foto aquí con el entrenamiento. Esto es un contexto para el media social porque estoy trabajando de casa. Mis hijos están en casa. Tengo la oportunidad de trabajar de casa. Entrenar a la gente desde la casa. Esto es lo que realmente va a revertir su negocio, pero que usted está buscando a la gente en lugar que la gente lo busque a usted. ¿Cómo ustedes pueden revertir ese seguimiento? Ustedes tienen que inboxar. ¿Cómo ustedes pueden reversar? ¿Cómo pueden cambiar de que las personas lo busquen a ustedes y que sea cerca de ellos? Tiene que ser un estilo de vida, el estilo de vida. Nosotros ya volvimos de Santiago, tomemos fotos, lo pusimos en los social media. Eso es lo que nosotros estamos vendiendo. Estamos vendiendo el tiempo libre, la cultura, estamos juntos como un grupo, estamos nosotros ayudándonos juntos. Cuando uno es débil y el otro es grande, nosotros ponemos arriba. ¿Cómo la gente no quiere ver esa unión en pareja? Nosotros estamos tomando fotos, sí, cuando estamos recogiendo a nuestros niños del colegio. ¿Cuántas personas pueden hacer eso? ¿Cuántas mamás ustedes creen que no pueden recoger a sus hijos del colegio a las 2 de la tarde porque tienen que trabajar hasta las 5 de la tarde? Para nosotros eso es un contenido. Cuando nosotros estamos recogiendo a los niños, nosotros tenemos videos de los niños.
Women can't do that, right? A lot of parents can't do that. And so we're selling
eso. Entonces nosotros estamos vendiendo un estilo de vida, trabajando desde la casa, en el sillón, la gente nos ve, viajando. Esperemos que ustedes también se registren para las convenciones, porque eso va a ser un contenido muy grande. Estoy trabajando para la convención de mi compañía en Santiago. Algunas veces las personas no han viajado a California, sería la primera vez. Pongan el post que ustedes están haciendo, venda su estilo de vida para que le dé una libertad y que chasing. Otra cosa que quiero agregar es que ustedes no tienen que tener mucho dinero para promover un estilo de vida. No es la cantidad de dinero que ustedes tienen o qué carro están manejando o el Gucci.
Well, anything like that. That doesn't matter. The quality of your pictures is important. Looking professional is important. And sometimes it's not even that. Sometimes you got to look a little messed up too. It can't be perfect. Sometimes I'm taking pictures and I'm not shaved and I don't have the haircut yet. For a lot of the ladies, if you don't got your makeup and your hair right, it's okay. You don't have to.
Su pintura, su cabello no tiene que estar perfecto para la foto siempre, pero calidad.
that you're working. And even if you haven't, remember when me and Raysa started this, we had jobs too. It's not like we just started entrepreneurship and we just went to the top. No, we both work full time. We both parents.
Nosotros trabajamos antes full time, que somos padres. Yo no fui por un lado, estaba mostrando.
One second. Silvia, tu micrófono está teniendo como interferencia y se escucha ruido. El micrófono tuyo está haciendo un ruido. No sé si estás pegada a algo que está haciendo como un ruido en el área de español.
Muchas gracias, disculpe.
Se está escuchando un ruido. Todavía sigue.
¿El ruido todavía sigue?
Todavía sigue el ruido.
Ok,
Ahora se
entonces, ¿ya se fue?
Volvió,
Pues,
volvió. Se fue y
¿ahí?
volvió.
¿Ahí está
Ahí.
mejor?
No, todavía sigue.
¿Ahí?
No. Hay como un ruido. No
¿Ahí?
No sé si
Ya.
fue cuando conectaste la laptop a la corriente o algo está haciendo ground, que se está escuchando como un
¿Hasta
ruido.
ahorita?
Sí,
¿Y ahora?
ahora se fue.
Ok, debió ser mi
Ya.
Silvia, perdón.
Perfecto.
Perfecto.
Gracias.
Okay.
Discúlpenme. Ya.
Este es uno de mis favoritos. Esto es algo de que ustedes deberían hacer todos los días. Todos nosotros estamos diciéndole a ustedes lo tienen que hacer todos los días, no solamente una semana o un mes, todos los días tienen que hacer eso. Y antes y en la mañana, una de las cosas que yo hago es entrar con muchas personas antes de entrar y tener un póster. Muchas cosas que mucha gente lo que hace está haciendo posting antes de hablar con alguien en Facebook y nadie los ve. Eso es un error muy grande. Ponga en el chat si alguien ha hecho eso, que ponen un post-it, pero nunca nunca han enviado.
Comment on anyone else's post. I woke up in the morning, I looked at some other people, and then I put my post. What you want to do is engage first. You want to start a lot of conversation before you
Entrar en estas conversaciones antes de hacer post. Una de las mejores formas de hacer eso es ir a las historias. Nosotros somos grandes de Facebook en las historias. Todos los Snapchat tienen historias. Cada historia, usted quiere mirarla y tenga un comentario en una. Por si alguien tiene unas 5 historias, no comente en todas las historias. Solo en una. Y después vaya arriba, que dice o Blasha, o quien sea, usted agarra uno y si ellos han creado un contexto ya, usted quiere que hable con ellos. Entonces usted, por ejemplo, tiene una foto de su comida, usted le pone una historia, le pone qué tipo de comida es esa, qué restaurante es ese. Oh, man, eso se ve muy bueno. Cuando yo comento a ellos, cuando yo les envío una información, ellos me envían otra información. El algoritmo cuenta cuántas personas han visto mi post. En la mañana tengo 10 personas, 20 personas y todos tienen historia. Cada una persona tiene una historia. Ponga un clic ahí, escoja y le escribo un mensaje en una de las historias. Y ahora lo que ustedes pueden escoger 5, 10, 15, 20, no encuentro cuánto, no, como ustedes quieren hacer, pero empiecen a empezar a dar mensaje a las personas. Feliz lunes, algún plan esta semana con la familia o algún tipo de conversación para las personas que puedan hablar con usted antes de que ustedes hagan un post. Ahora, cuando ustedes están yendo con todo, cuando ya fueron a todas las historias, como unas, dice buenos días, 10, 15 personas, entonces usted va y mira y comente a los comentarios.
A car salesman sold a car. Congratulations on your car sale. You're killing it. Someone's child graduated school. Congratulations on the graduation. You bought a new house. You have to be social. People post something, they expect you to like and comment. Everybody here wants people to comment and like on their stuff. But if you're not commenting and liking on nobody else's, they're not gonna it's not gonna come back to you, right? So something that you're doing every day is building relationships. So when people come to me as customers, they feel like they know me. I feel like I know them. I see their family on their social media. I see their kids. I see, what hobbies they like. So now when I get on a phone with them or messenger, I already know it's a relationship that we're building. Hey, Raysa, how's the kids? I see that Jaden's 11 years old now. Happy birthday to him.
Yeah.
Like, those are type of conversations that you have. Nothing about solar. I'm not talking solar. I'm talking
You're building
genuine
relationships.
building relationships with people. I'm not selling them. I'm building relationships with them, and I'm giving them value and resources. So people come back and they watch me. They're like, wow, he's going to give me some good info, or he's going to be positive today, or he's going to, they're looking for that. So always interact, build relationships with people, comment, like, do all of that stuff before you put a post. Now, after you did that, when you put a post, all the people that you talked with, all the comments, all the stories, all that, now when you post, the first picture that comes up on their screen is you, because you already did the behind the scenes work, if that makes sense.
Yes.
Good info.
That's good. That's good.
Flame in the chat.
So what he's talking about is the algorithms.
The algorithm.
So the algorithms on social media pretty much say, if you're having a conversation with someone privately, that's someone that I wanna show you more of their stuff, because that means that it'll bring you back into the platform. Remember, Facebook and these platforms, their main goal is to keep you on the platform. So I don't know if if you've ever been away from your phone for like an hour or so, it'll start to tell you, hey, your best friend Lucinda posted a photo, come check it out, right? It's trying to bring you back in. And so because I have conversations with a Lucinda every day, or because I'm always having conversations on private messenger with my husband, I always see his pictures and his news feed first. So think about using that strategy in your business. Continuing in private messenger is where the magic happens. Okay. Whoever you connect with on private messenger, they're going to see your things first. So you definitely want to continue to build that. So I'm going to go a little bit faster here, only because time. William, I don't know how we are. I know we're going on time.
You can go continue until you finish. Whatever.
So social media company name, this one's really quick. Number 6, do not mention your company name on social media so much. Again, going back to the whole power. Again, they're our company. We love it. We obviously brand power. If we do events, we brand power. But again, I know it sounds weird when it comes to mentioning the company, but people will Google the company. They will make their own assumptions about the company. They'll think they know everything. They're gonna maybe, who knows, maybe there's one bad review out of the 20,000 people that we've helped, and guess what they're gonna go with, right? The bad one. Or they're gonna join someone else instead of you. Say, oh, you know what? I remember this guy was in power that reached out to me, this will go, I'll go with them instead, but you were the one that provided the value. So refrain as much as possible, build your own brand, whatever that brand is, build that brand, share that brand, build that. And obviously, you're independent seller for power, obviously, but leave curiosity and tell people to reach out to you to learn more. Always say, reach out, private message me, or text, how you guys saw, text income to this number. So you're always guiding people from online to offline, right? So that's an example. And then this is Rob. Anywhere we see solar, it's also content. So for instance, we didn't do the solar project on this job, but we were out on a boat on a networking boat trip, and we took a picture of him pointing to the solar, and it became a piece of content. So it's really easy to do content. I think sometimes we're too much in our head when it comes to social media content. Number 7 is going to be telling people to private message you. Okay, so if you see the example on the right here from a post that I put out, almost on every one of my posts at the bottom, if you're interested in learning more, send me a private message. I'd be happy to let you know what we are doing. So use this as your main call to action. Ask people to private message you on each and every post if possible. If you do a testimonial post, add the call to action. If you do an income testimony post, add the call to action. So again, this is less pushy, less spammy, And, you know, people will inbox you, maybe not right away, you know, but consistency. I always say consistency is better than perfection. The more you do it, the more consistent you are, eventually people will start messaging you.
I was gonna say something on this too, is that these type of posts don't get a lot of engagement. So don't expect to have 100 likes and 100 comments on this post. Just because they don't like and comment don't mean that they don't see it. So you'll put a post, say, hey, you got a lifestyle post and you having lunch with a client and it got a lot of likes and comments. But then when you put, you know, who's interested in going solar, or who's, you know, the call to actions, most of the time you won't see as much engagement on that, but don't stop doing it. Just keep doing it. Keep doing it. Remember, every time you post, not your whole Facebook or Instagram is seeing that. So sometimes you just got to keep putting it out there for people to see it. And then not only post it on your, like on your actual timeline, that same picture, I'll put it in my story too. You know, so I'll use it like a double content, because some people are looking at the stories and they're not looking at the timeline.
Yeah,
And some people look
that's
at the
good. That's a
timeline
good tip.
and don't look at the story. So if you're gonna put it in a post, that same picture, throw it in the stories as well. And then now you can see how many people looked at it. You can post it and it only got 5 likes. But if you put it on your story, it got 55 views.
Yeah, that's
So
good.
there's
Yeah,
a
like that
difference.
you said that. And also on the post, there's always a share button, right? So you can actually share that to story as well. So now you've created 2 pieces of content, whether they're seeing it as a post or the story, if you know, if it's easier that way. All right, good info. You guys still awake? Let me see. Let me see some flames in the chat.
No
Let me
están
see.
durmiendo.
Let me see some flames in the chat. You guys are up.
Levántate.
Okay, I see a 1. All right, good. All right. We got 2 more. So the one of the ones that, you know, I kind of battle with this one is using the company link. So, you know, sharing the company replicated websites on social.
Compartiendo el website de la compañía en social media. Pero lo más importante es compartir. Cuando ustedes hacen eso, si usted lo manda al website, no están mostrando su post, porque cuando hace eso, ellos se salen de su plataforma. Facebook no quiere eso. Entonces, de que ustedes ponen un post y ponen sus links, yo le garantizo. Hágalo un día, ponga un post con su nombre o otro sin ello. No va a tener likes ni comment, nothing con el link. Y en mensaje en el otro pone engagement. Ustedes no quieren que nadie se salga de la plataforma. Por eso ustedes no ponen su company link en uno de sus posts. Pero lo más importante es que ustedes eliminan la curiosidad, ¿no? Otra vez se van a Power, se van a cada tag, se van a cada video. No hay conexión con usted, no tienen ni idea que ellos están interacting de customer, no puede contarlos porque usted no sabe que no han hablado con usted. Díganles que le envíe un mensaje privado, línea, ¿cómo van a poner a la gente de online como offline? Y cuando ustedes le ponen el link, no tiene ningún value en social media, no van a conversar con usted. Simplemente ustedes están diciendo, vaya y miren afuera. Esa es una de las razones por qué no recomendamos poner el link. Número 9 va a ser creando y creciendo un negocio de página de fans. Si no lo tienen, una página de fans, pónganlo como un task. Si tienen un business page, va a también darle más credibilidad, pero también people. Ustedes van a tener una autoridad sobre su mercadeo. Ustedes pueden correr más aplicaciones. ¿Qué edades los están siguiendo? ¿Qué ciudades? ¿Qué estados? ¿Qué género? Cuando ustedes ven en line, el 70% de las personas que me están siguiendo son mujeres. Yo sé cómo hacer el mercadeo con ellos, con mi familia, mis amigos, tener la libertad de la que tengo, porque esa es mi audiencia. Hay que ser más específico, hay que ser lo más específico. También ven, eso se ve también qué edades las están viendo. Yo espero que tengo hartos personas que me están siguiendo de donde yo soy o de las ciudades que tengo aquí. Tenemos que explorar más, tener más credibilidad. Ahí es donde usted también pone las aplicaciones para hacer su campaña. Digo que quiero.
Don't start here. You know, I recommend that you work your way up to it
your
and
page,
on your personal page, and you can create the fan page and work on it little by little and start inviting people over, but focus on your personal until you start having success with it. Because then you trying on your personal, you trying on your business page, you trying over here, and it's a bunch of trying, but you're not succeeding in it yet. So just focus in one.
Exitoso, entonces enfóquense en uno, en su personal. Cuando ustedes ven que está aumentando, se está mejorando, ahí ya ponen ustedes una parte de entrar a un negocio nuevo. Ahí sí ya cuando empiezan a ser exitosos, empiecen a invitar a la gente que les guste. El último, le voy a dar otra estrategia. El último, pero no menos, ¿no? Es un bonus. William, para ustedes, después de este, yo una página de grupo. Esto es algo que en todos mis negocios, yo no puedo explicarles qué tan rápido nosotros crecimos cuando empezamos a hacer esto. Como líder, yo veo, con esto vamos a ver cuáles son las personas que están interesantes, que me vean estilo de vida, cuáles son las oportunidades, cómo puedo llegar más a otras personas. Esta estrategia es lo llamado ATM. Si usted tiene un team de 5 o 10 o más, alguien lo que puede hacer es crear una página de grupo. En la página de grupo, por supuesto, pueden hacer privado, agregando el grupo de personas. Cuando una persona potencial de venta, si estoy interesado en ganar dinero, me gusta más este porque se puede duplicar. Alguien que le dice, por ejemplo, quiero la oportunidad de hacer dinero. Hey, soy muy exitoso de empezar un negocio, lo voy a agregar a este grupo. Entonces usted le pone un video que ella pueda ver y después de este mensaje, este video en el envía. Se llama ATM Attack Message porque usted le está agregando a esa persona al grupo. Puede ser un mentor, que puede hacer un tag, o cualquier otra persona, o cualquier otra persona que usted mismo lo puede hacer en vivo en el grupo y usted le mensaje para diciéndole voy a agregarte a este grupo cuando esté mirando este video, dígame un texto. Entonces, usted tiene que crear una estrategia, pensar de qué es lo que va a enviar todos los días, porque usted lo van a ver. Cualquier cosa que usted está en post, ellos lo van a ver. También están, síganlo para ver si han visto ese video. Porque le están mostrando cómo crear un negocio aprobado con un host. Nosotros somos un host en esta plataforma particular. Y ahora le decimos a la gente que venga y miren.
Un segundito, Silvia. Te volvió a sonar el micrófono y te escuchas muy bajo.
Ok.
Ahora ya se fue el ruido.
¿Ya se fue el ruido? You're
Y te
welcome.
escuchas perfecto ahora.
Ah, ok, maravilloso. Entonces, tiene que ver qué duplicable es. Eso es para usted, para también sus miembros del grupo. Si alguien dice, yo no sé qué decir, ¿qué puedo hacer? Esa es la cosa principal, de que no le deja duplicarse. Entonces, aquí es bueno de que ponga un tag message y si alguna vez tienen más preguntas, lo pueden también poner enfrente de ustedes, porque esos vendedores potenciales pueden ver el Power Hour, están conectados con usted y también darle algunas preguntas que están necesitando. Eso es todo. Quiero proveer una tip otra vez.
Something that I learned from one of my team members. So again, you not only do we learn from our mentors, but we also can learn from someone coming into the team. So I'm super grateful. I don't know if he's on. Jordan, thank you. You know, I feel like you changed the game for us when it came to this tip. So how many of you guys feel, let's ask some questions here real quick. Type a 1 in the chat if you feel, yes, I have social media and I have 3,000 friends, but I don't know how to communicate with them. I don't know who they are. And I know for a fact that I haven't reached out to all of them. How many of you guys feel like that? Type a 1 in the chat. And how many friends do you have on your page? Put that in the chat. 2.2K. Look at that. So many of you guys feel like that. Wow. So you have all these people on your page and you know for sure you haven't reached out to any of them. And you're like, well, what is this good strategy to do that? And who should I reach out to? Everybody. The answer to that is everybody. We don't judge. So if you have 2,000 people, there has to be a strategy on how to reach out to those people. But how do you do that? Do you just go through your friends list? What is the strategy? So I'm going to give you guys the strategy. Before I do that, it's a numbers game. If you have 5,000 people on your page, the statistic is that each Facebook profile has a minimum of 500 friends. Okay, let's do the math. So if you have 5,000 friends and each of them have 500 friends that they're connected to, minimum. Obviously, you saw a lot of people in here. No one put 500. It was more than that, but minimum. Think about if that one person shared something about what you do onto their profile, exposing it to that 500 people. How many people would you reach? So you're thinking you only have 5,000, but those 5,000 are connected to so many people. So let's do the math.
0.5 million.
Who put it? Somebody put it?
Put it.
Okay. So he's like, I put it.
2.5 million.
2.5 million. There you go. So
That's
same
a lot
thing.
of contacts.
Do the math at 2,000. So whatever number you guys put in the chat, multiply that by 500. That is the opportunity that you have at minimum of how many people you can actually reach through social media, just through your warm market. Okay. So what is the strategy that you could do behind that? So on your Facebook page, and I recommend doing this on your desktop, you're going to go to settings and privacy and then go to settings. This is recorded, by the way, guys. So if you miss it.
Esto está grabado. Si no lo saben, no se preocupen. Profile, settings and privacy settings. Y después van a ir a privacy. Sí, privacy. Y van a tu Facebook, información de Facebook, your Facebook information. Aquí va a decir, yo amo esto. Esto es una gema. Download profile information. Hagan un download de la información y apriete view, ver. Muy bien. Entonces, lo que vamos a hacer es, vamos a hacer un download de información en nuestra página. No me va a dejar hacer eso porque ya yo lo pedí, pero la opción de las fichas aquí va a decir, escoja un file, no cambia, manténgalo en formato HTML, manténgalo en la calidad alta. Lo que usted puede jugar es con eso. Usted va a decir, ¿usted quiere esta información de un año atrás, 3 años o quiere todo el tiempo? Yo les recomiendo todo el tiempo para que ustedes puedan tener toda la información. Y van ahí en Filtered y van a deseleccionar todo porque usted no quiere todo. Hay una sección particular que quiero que ustedes extraigan de aquí. En la sección que ustedes tienen que seleccionar es Friends and Followers, amigos y seguidores. Lo que nosotros queremos es que Facebook nos dé un download, un template de download de todos los seguidores y amigos para todo el tiempo. Ustedes van ahí abajo, ustedes simplemente van a seleccionar eso. Deseleccionen los otros y se va abajo y le pone down. Download. A tomar un poquito, yo pedí antes de esta llamada y todavía no lo tengo, pero cuando usted lo haga y va a llegar una notificación que dice su ficha ya está disponible. Lo que va a decir cuando usted clic ahí va a abrir una página, como una página del internet, y va a tener todos sus amigos ahí, cada uno de ellos. Ustedes pueden copiarlos a todos, copió y lo pone en una página de Excel. Control Alt, Control A en su keyboard.
Copy all from a page. It's very
Copy,
easy.
¿no?
Control.
Todo. Si no lo sabe, haga un Google. Es fácil. Control Alt. Quizás si usted un Mac, puede ser Command A. Ponga todos esos 5,000 nombres y lo pone en una página de Excel. ¿Sabe qué? Yo no sé, si yo le digo a alguien, yo no sé a quién compartir esta información.
A list of 3,000, 1,000 people that you can do it as fast as you want and as slow as you want. So you could say, I'm going to make it a goal to reach out to 10 people on this list every day. So everyone's going to have a different goal. Someone's going to have a beginner's goal, an intermediate, and someone's going to want to go pro. Who's gonna do which? Who's gonna do beginners, intermediate, or pro? Let's see, right? So beginners is gonna be like, oh, I could reach out to 5 people a day. I'm okay with that. Intermediate, you'll be between 10 and 20. Pro, you're gonna do 50 or more a day, right?
Until your voice hurt.
So now you have a strategy. If you have 5,000 people, you don't know how to reach out to them. Now you have a strategy. Obviously power.com and knowledge base has a lot of scripts. I'm sure reach out to your sponsor for a script that you can, send out, but it's really simple. It's really, hey, this is what I'm doing. I'm super excited about it. We offer a $1,000 referral. I was talking about this with Evie today. Like it's not that hard to reach out to people. Hey, how are you? Hope all is well. This is what I've gotten into right now. Are you looking for additional income or
and it helps you clean your page too.
Yeah, because if they don't respond
to you, if they ignore you and you try to talk to them multiple times, now you could delete them from your page, so it's great info. But remember, not only on your social media, that same thing that we told you about, your phone contacts as well.
Yeah.
So when you think about where do I start, Raysa just taught you how to take all your Facebook friends and put them onto an Excel sheet.
También pónganlo en una página de Excel para trabajar, para que ustedes no pierdan uno. Este es otro tip que le voy a dar. Vaya a sus contextos en su teléfono y va hacia abajo de los contextos y mire cuántas personas usted tiene. Yo tengo 2,500 y el mío es como 1,400, 1,500 personas. Tengo harto trabajo. Todas esas personas en su teléfono están en su Facebook o en su Instagram. Y si no están, vea cómo los puede agregar, porque esas son las personas que usted puede hablar. Y acuérdese, cada persona de sus contactos de teléfono también tiene otros contactos de lista de teléfono.
To start with letter A at the top of it, and to see the first person that comes up, Adam. Adam, I haven't spoke to in I don't know how long, but Adam has a contact list too. And the average contact list is anywhere between 100 to 500 people. So if you got 1,500 contacts in your phone, and now 1,500 times 500, that's 750,000 connections that you can make just from the phone. That don't count the 2.5 million that William just said going on Facebook. Yeah. So you got 2.5 plus another 700, that's 3 million contacts. That's busy. But you just have to learn how to network and tap root through all of those contacts. Because we all say, I spoke with everybody. I called everybody.
No, you
I
didn't.
messaged everybody.
No, you didn't.
I talked with all of them on Facebook. Every single one of my friends. Everybody. You're going to hear this from your agents. Rob, I spoke with everybody. I guarantee you did it. Because in my 5
There's
years
no way.
that we've been doing this, we still haven't spoke with everybody. Because that list will grow every day. If you want to be a pro, that 1,500 contact list that you have today, tomorrow will be 1,502. The next day will be 1,504. It'll continue to grow every single day, because if you stop growing your contacts, your income will stop. So if you leverage it on your phone, you leverage it on your social media, LinkedIn, wherever there's people,
Yeah.
is where you want to go. So other than that, I think that's it.
Hopefully we were able to help and, you know, help you guys grow your business through social media. And we got some work to do too.
And I need this recorded.
Thank you. Let me stop the recording.